Hi, my name is Denise Young, educational specialist, life skills coach here in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, I hope that these tips helped. I hope you will pass them along and share. Um, this video is definitely about making a plan. If you have a parent that has Alzheimer's or dementia, this video is definitely for you. I'm doing a lot of videos with my Alabama hat on, my husband's hat. Whoop, 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 roll tide. So I hope these tips helped. And if you have any questions, you can email me or leave comments below the video. The first tip that I would suggest is to know your turf. Know what the disease is and how important it is and what to do, how it gets started. Whatever information it is out there, you need to know about it. So if it's dementia, you need to know everything there is about dementia because it's going to be important for the treatment plan or the coping plan in dealing with the success of treatment for your parent. The next thing is take your parent to the doctor, to a specialist, to a care manager, a consultant that deals with dementia or Alzheimer's. It's very important that you get with individuals that really know the disease and know what they're talking about it for success of treatment for your parent. The next tip is to get organized. This is going to help you about money. Make sure that you talk over the financial stability of your parent. It's important because of the treatment and the things that go on with dementia and Alzheimer's. It's important that you have some things in place. So making sure you have records, the finances that are in order, life insurance policies, wills, everything that is in place after you get diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's. Records, keeping records are very, very important. Medical records, files, names of everybody that your parents known or dealt with. That's important for treatment and just having some stability and consistency while this disease is kind of changing everything about you guys' life. Dementia and Alzheimer's is scary. Let's be real, it's scary because they lose memories. They lose who they are, and you don't recognize them as children taking care of your parents. It's hard. It's hard to see a loved one suffering from any disease. The next step would be to set up a calendar with all the dates, meds, things, activities that you're trying to take them to. Make sure that you have a consistent plan and calendar so you'll know what's going on as the caregiver and helping and taking care of your mom. And if you have siblings that are willing to help, that's awesome. Having a plan among each other, who's going to take mom to the doctor today, or dad, or who's going to take her, to get the meds or go to the park. It's just important to be a team and be effective in communicating during this time. Plan ahead. We as children, we don't really think about our parents getting old or being sick. So for example, we need to plan ahead about self-care, like cooking, home management or maintenance, bill paying, who's going to pay her bills, who's going to keep the grass cut if she lives independently, what happens if you want to sell her house, what is the plan, what are you thinking ahead, or are you going to sell her house and she's going to be in a home, or you're going to have someone come in like an aide to assist with her when you're at work or you're vacationing. And the safety plan, they wander off, individuals that have dementia, Alzheimer's. So you have to have a plan. What is your plan? Are you going to get a security system, cameras? Like I said, is it going to be someone with them all the time? What is your plan? And think ahead. Thinking ahead is smart. Planning ahead is smart. So if your parents doesn't have a disease or they're just getting older, you can still use these strategies to be successful, because we have to think ahead as children. And, we all are getting older, and life is not promised to anyone. The next thing is encourage your loved ones to share their diagnosis. Don't be scared to talk about dementia or Alzheimer's. Educate others about it, the signs, the symptoms. It's very, very important to do so. I think that the world and society have us be scared to share our stories and our testimonies when things go on. I think there's power in testimonies and sharing stories. The next one is check out support of loved ones, friends, families, church members, etc. You want to find others that might want to sit and come with the parent while you're at work. You never know who will come in and help if you don't ask or find a support system. Also, they have support groups for individuals or children that are caregivers of Alzheimer's and dementia. I encourage you to look online, research before, to get all the information, all the support groups in your area. Have a talk with a finance or a legal person, like a lawyer. You want to get some things, because you might have to do power of attorney. You might have to make ensure that they have a will in place, if they have a big estate or a home, like where all this stuff is going to go to. You have to go through the files and ensure, that they are taken care of from this point on, and to cover yourself. I hope that these tips help, that these strategies helped. If you have any concerns, you can always email me at DeniseYoung, lifeskillscoach@gmail.com. My information will be at the bottom, and I hope that you have a great day. Roll Tide.